You know, you have to differentiate, and my take on Trump and his cabinet is I don't watch the circus or the freak show, whatever you want to call it. I look at the policy.
Mm-hmm.
I'm a policy wonk. And I have this unique index I should share with you. I have interests in almost, no, it is over 50. It's over 50 private companies now, all in practically every state. Very few states we don't have interests in now. I get the monthly cash flows of every one of these businesses because most of my deal structures are royalties, as you know, or venture debt or preference shares or converts. And I have lots of covenants around cash flow. I have never in my life seen an economy like this. This is even better than the 60s. It is phenomenal. And I think primarily because of deregulation, not tax reform. My companies in California, in Texas, in Florida, in Illinois, at the municipal level and the state level have been set free.
What is the nature of that deregulation?
I'll give you an example. In California, I had a deal that converted strip mall, retail space that had failed, 1,200 square feet, and turned it into a place where you could paint and drink wine. And very successful business called Wine and Design. You get a painting lesson, you sip wine with your friends, you enjoy yourself for 4 hours. You do a painting. The regulations to actually allow people to do that included such absurd regulations. For example, a frosted glass window had to be within 21 feet of a back door that did not have frosted glass, but had bars across it. And all kinds of absurd regulations have been on the books since the 50s. Well, Trump swept all that garbage away.
How did he do that? Where does that come?
He basically, anything that was a federal mandate, he just ripped it up. And some of these regulations were federally mandated, and others were stripped away by states watching businesses leave and saying, wait a minute, if they're deregulating that for Texas federally, I'm going to do that on a state basis. All of a sudden, I can open up stores all across California where I never could, just like that. And so this has been a really interesting time over the last 36 months, and I see no slowdown. I just saw last month's numbers. Wow. I mean, I'm just...
So now you're making me think it's the fall of 1929. I don't know. It's like,
no,
things can only keep going up.
I'm very optimistic about the domestic economy. We could have trade war issues with the S&P 500 because 46% of their sales are international. But I'll tell you this about Trump. Here's my assumption. The chance he doesn't get a second term, in my view, is zero. And I'll tell you why. I don't recall in modern times when going into a second term at full employment, the incumbent of any party has ever lost their mandate, ever.
How important